What's up, guys? My name is TristanDubois, and today what I wanted to do is show you guys some highlights from my trials this week. Coming through and just doing this was a nice change of pace for me because, as you guys know, I've been playing a lot of the Destiny Esports League challenge that they've had out this week. They have a clan war going down for control, and it's kind of nice to move away from something that's so fast-paced, just going from control over to Trials of Osiris, because, you know, I've been doing these games, doing them really consistently, and just doing really well in control, so it's just like I'm all over the place all the time, and I thought that it would be nice to move over to a slower playlist for the night. And tonight I actually ran into some other YouTubers. Actually, it was the first. I've met a bunch of other people that just have said that they do YouTube, you know, like 12,000, 13,000 subscribers, but it's a first for me to run into someone that has well over 700,000. And tonight we ended up running into MsHeartAttack, who is pretty popular for doing things over on Call of Duty, a lot of Black Ops, which I'm no stranger to. But one of the other people she's playing with, Moan, actually has an alias. He is YouTubable. And I've never actually watched any of his videos. He looks pretty cool, but he has well over 1 million subscribers, which was kind of neat for me to just run into these other people that are kind of, you know, coming out and having fun. Later they announced that they were live streaming. I tried to make contact with them and be like, hey, we played with you and it was cool, but, you know, that's just another thing, trying to make contact with someone that's streaming. It went pretty well for us. I don't know exactly what their upload schedule is, or, you know, how they divide their time. A lot of my time, which, you know, I have max grimoire in this game, I do a lot of stuff, just isn't, you know, divided into editing. They do a lot of stuff in terms of editing and, you know, just putting out content every day. And for me, it's more about completing challenges and going out, you know, getting that grimoire and doing the long grind. So I don't make a lot of videos for you guys because I don't feel like you'd really enjoy watching that kind of thing. Like, you don't want to watch me sit here for, you know, 2 or 3 hours and watch Netflix and grind for engrams or something. So that's just ridiculous in my opinion. But coming through Trials of Osiris was actually pretty fun, and we actually went through with my friends DCG Lionhead and Skulls for Brawls, and I looked and looked and looked, and I'm so sorry, Skulls, I can't believe I lost it. I really wanted to do something with your video. These are people that I met in just the most peculiar ways and just have had these really nice relationships with online since then. And I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about it. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it for Skulls because, like I said, I lost his footage, which makes me really sad, but I'll do my best. I'll splice in some other things that you guys will enjoy, and I'll go from that. But Skulls, I met during Crucible, back when I was really playing with a lot of my Raffle clan. I haven't been playing with them as much recently. They've been like my family, I guess, online since probably Halo Reach. And while we were playing with them, I just ran into this guy randomly that's just on the other side of this glass wall. I can see him, he can see me, and we're just teabagging back and forth. And I'm like, maybe he won't kill me, so I just kind of edge out around the corner, and I just became friends with him just in the middle of this Crucible match. And if you guys have been on my Twitter, or if you guys have watched a few of the other things that I upload on my own private channel, like if you're really good friends with me, you'll know that this actually isn't that big of a thing for me. I make friends all the time in Crucible. If you wave at me, I will do my best not to kill you. And in fact, that did happen last night. But yeah, just the rest of this game, I got killed by this random person on their team. I believe he wasn't in their fire team. So I spawn on the other side of the map and get into this small gunfight, and then just suddenly he stops everything and waves at me. And it's him again, and he's got a friend, and that friend is waving at me. So for the rest of the match, I just continuously wandered around the battlefield and just would like get into these gunfights and then stop and wave, and we would just chill and dance for a second, and then we'd go our own way, which was really cool. And you know, you don't see that too much in like Call of Duty. A lot of people are really point driven, and you know, playing with a younger crowd, which I've noticed that Bungie kind of draws people from Halo. Halo's an older generation. You know, most of the people you meet on those games are like 20 or 30. And if you go to Call of Duty, a lot of people you meet are like 12. Not to say that Call of Duty has like a younger audience, but it's just more common for me in that way to run into people that are a little bit older and a little bit more willing to just kind of mess around on the game instead of just go straight for the kill. And, you know, otherwise than playing that, I have my friend DCG Lionhead over here. Probably one of the weirdest ways to meet somebody and actually have friends with them, but this guy in the middle of a strike, and me and him just disagreed. I just hated his guts for some reason I can't remember right now. I believe he like punched me in the beginning of the map, and it just agitated me to death. But we just went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and at the time he didn't have a mic in. I tried to get him into a party so I could yell at him, and I guess I'd have a bad day or something. I eventually ended up trapping him in this corner, and he stayed there for a good 45 minutes. right in the middle of this like 15-minute strike, and then afterwards I felt so crappy. I went through and we ended up two-manning Crota's End before hard mode was out. So I believe we were both level 31 or 32 or something around like that. And we did that at the time. It was actually quite an accomplishment, especially since we were only communicating through text. And I don't have any texts of me sending it to him because I'm always on my computer. So I was sending that through Xbox Live. But he was quite avid and very, very fast at typing. So it was just really weird to meet these two people in just these completely and totally different ways, and then being able to get through, you know, everything and just come together in trials and just absolutely destroy people, which, you know, I'm not pointing that at any of these YouTubers and going, oh, we beat you. But, you know, I thought that was pretty cool, and that's like one of my favorite parts of Destiny is it's like the camaraderie you get between all these different people. And I actually took a step in the right direction today and went out and made my first post on the Destiny R subreddit. I'm not exactly sure if I'm saying that right. I've never been on Destiny's subreddit. I've never been on Reddit. I've never been on like anything like that for multimedia. So I thought that this would be kind of a neat story to share with you guys. But if you guys have any stories about like something really cool that happened to you in this game, or just some way that you met a random friend just like really peculiar or odd, feel free to drop that down in the comments. I always read my comments section, and I love hearing from you guys, especially a lot of my regulars replying back and forth. But if you guys like the video, please drop a like. I'm going to tweet these out at some of these bigger people and see what they say. And, you know, hopefully that goes well. So, hope you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.